An unprotected car paint finish is just not going to last nearly as long as one is properly protected. So the question is that $8 ceramic coating just as good as the one that cost $150? Well, let's find out.
So Project Farm did a review on ceramic coatings. Great reviews. However, it was not fair comparisons. Project Farm's tests, off the charts. Awesome. His install, really, really well. So he mentions that it was $8 to $150 ceramic. But the problem there is they're not comparing apples to apples. Are meant to rejuvenate your actual ceramic coating. They're not meant to be used necessarily as a full-on ceramic. So a lot of detail shops, if somebody says, hey, I want my car waxed, I don't want it ceramic coated or whatever, they can talk them into doing this setup, which is way better than waxing your car and way easier install, therefore making yourself a little bit more money, saving yourself some time. So it is cool. The product does last, but basically the spray products are designed to rejuvenate the actual ceramic coating, and it's something that you would do to clean out the pores of the ceramic coating a few months down the line, and you do that maybe 2 or 3 times a year. So when you want to compare apples to apples, that doesn't do it. His presentation, amazing. His install was pretty spot on. His prep work was pretty spot on. The prep work, that's pretty much exactly how I would prep for polishing a car. So there was a lot of cool things that Project Farm did. He just didn't have the right apples to compare. So his tests were fantastic. The way he pulled the sponges with the weights. There were 3 ceramics that I caught there that looked like the install was correct. Whether the products were decent, we'll talk about that in a minute. But the $38 Nano Bond brand, it looked like an install of a real ceramic, where you put it on the sponge, you wipe it this way, and then cross pattern, right? So you go over it twice. That's actually how you install ceramic. The cure time, it is usually 24 to 48 hours before it can get wet. So there was some misinformation there. And that's on any wipe down ceramic. Now these made in China ones, there may not be instructions. It might be hard to find that. So to Project Farm's credit, he did the best that he could do with what he's working with. The advanced graphene coating was another one that was installed like a normal ceramic, or I guess maybe a high-end ceramic. And then the Adams graphene is actually one of my favorite ceramics as well. It's not up there with System X, but it is a very high quality product. So he talks about the wait time. On a real ceramic, you're waiting for it to flash. And what that means is you're waiting for it to change. So you wipe it on, right, in your crisscross pattern, and he mentioned with the Adams, you go in 3-foot squares, which is about right. If it's hot out, you go way smaller squares. But the crisscross pattern really works it into the pores of the paint, and then you're waiting for it to change, and in this case, Adams changes and it looks like a rainbow, which is very cool. Most ceramics don't give you that color to know when to wipe it off. The wait time though on most ceramics when you install after it flashes anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. So System X is right at about the 1 minute range before it completely flashes, and then you wipe it off. It's ready to wipe off. So there is the difference of what Project Farm was talking about. The hardness, that was something that he only mentioned on I think 2 or 3 of the ceramics. One was the Nano Bond or the Advanced, I can't remember, but the other was the Adams graphene. And what that is, he said, oh, it's got a hardness of 10H. Well, most people don't understand what that means. Your clear coat on your paint is typically a hardness of 2H. So being a hardness of 10H is 5 times harder than your clear coat, which is awesome. So I actually had Adams graphene polish on my 2019 4Runner. I took it hunting last year, and I ended up hitting about a 7-foot tall pine tree, and that tree just scratched all down the side. And the way that I hit it was my own fault. I was looking up the hill and the road turned and I didn't, and I ran right into the tree. But I was able to polish that out in about 10 minutes. So the protection from that is actually pretty dang awesome. One of the products that I use is called System X Max G. Lifetime warranty, where Adams has a 10-year, most ceramics have a 5-year. System X Max G adds 10 microns to your paint. So your paint from the factory is anywhere from 80 to 140 microns, just kind of depends. If it's repainted, it goes up, but that just kind of tells you the thickness, right? When you add 10 microns, essentially you're adding 10% to the surface of your paint. What's neat about that is I polished a 2017 Cadillac CT6, deep amethyst purple. It was one of about 36 made because it was the hybrid and in that color. So I polished it all out. 9 days later, it goes to the dealership, comes back scratched like crazy. And I'll have a video of that coming up here shortly, but scratched like crazy. Because I ceramic coated it, I was able to get 100% of those scratches out. And when I mean scratched, like I could put my fingernail in it. And typically on paint, if you can put your fingernail in something, you're repainting the car. You can't get that out. You can blend it and make it look decent, but you're not getting that out. So I pulled 100% of those scratches out because it was ceramic coated and scratched. So he did a good job. His tests are awesome, and he really did put some effort into those. Just wanted to bring a professional detailer's view to his video. Little background on me: I've got 24 years of detailing experience professionally. I've been polishing cars since I was 18. There's not much I haven't seen when it comes to detailing. I was trained on some really high-end cars from people that you guys would know from seeing them on TV or hearing about them. I can't give names, I want to respect their privacy and stuff, but I was trained from the beginning to be really good at this, and then I've just taken it and run with it. So given this information that Project Farm has done for us is awesome. Like, it's cool to see the different products. In fact, his hybrid solutions that he was talking about is a great spray-on ceramic that will rejuvenate the pores of your original ceramic coating. But the prices, he said $8 to $150. Most ceramics that are any good are going to be, well, $100 or more. Some get into the $400 to $500 range. If you'd like to see a video of me showing you different ceramic coatings and what they do, what they are, what they're rated at, please let me know in the comments. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. So hit that like, share, and subscribe, and catch you on the next one.